Hi, my name is Vroom and welcome to my corner of the internet. In today's video, I'll be making my own superhero verse. It will be called the Vroomverse. I watched Superman recently and I fell in love. We are so back when it comes to superhero movies. It was so nostalgic for me because I grew up watching superhero movies like the Fantastic Four and the X-Men movies. I don't care what anybody says. Those movies were so good. They were peak. So for this video, I'll be drawing 3 characters I came up with and telling you a little bit about them. So for the 2 magic users of the group, I was inspired by magic users in Marvel and DC. Satana and Wanda were inspirations. I love those 2 down. So let's get on with the video. The first character we're talking about is Alchemy. Her nickname is Mimi. She is 23 years old and is new to the whole having powers and using magic thing. I wanted her to be in her early to mid 20s since I'm around that age. I wanted a superhero I can relate to and for others around my age to relate to also. Her personality is someone who is aloof and knows what she wants in life. She can be selfish. She has to look out for number 1. But when she first started to get her abilities, she tried to ignore them. When Mimi has a problem, she tends to ignore it, hoping it goes away. That's one of the main things she has to overcome. Another one is her aversion to trusting people and letting them in. Alchemy's life gets turned upside down when she meets Divina and Kayden. I still haven't thought of how they met, but it'll probably be when Alchemy encounters the first minion of the main villain in this movie. Divina will offer to teach Alchemy how to use her abilities, which is ironic because Divina is inexperienced herself and just go off vibes. That will be a problem that come up in the middle of the movie. Before we jump that hurdle, Mimi will start to let Divina and Kayden in and thinks it's not that bad having people to rely on. She overcomes her insecurities as well and thinks maybe she can become a decent magic user and that having magic isn't bad. Once we reach the conflict with her and Divina, she tries to distance herself from Divina and Kayden. It's Kayden who reach out to her and they have a heart-to-heart about Divina lying. While they're both hurt with her lying, they can't acknowledge they're now friends. If friends go through stuff together, they do resolve the issue and they're still friends. I love friendship, yay! For her design, I wanted to do something a little different than the typical witchy magic user, so I decided to give her some flowy sleeves to show she's a free spirit and goes with the wind type person. For her hair, I was inspired by black hairstyles in the 90s and I decided to give it my own twist to it. Instead of making it curly like that time period, I made it wild and straight, kind of like the ends are a little dead too, because of how often she dyes it. I've also been into capris lately, so I decided to give her some with some boots, and for her second outfit, I gave her a short skirt with some boots. If you notice, I made Mimi's magic purple when I came up with this idea. I knew I wanted Mimi's magic to be purple. I searched up the meaning of the color and I saw rarity. The idea I have for Mimi's story ties into the idea of her abilities being a rarity, so this is perfect. And with that, I am done with Mimi's design. Kayden is the second person I'll be talking about. He is 24 years old and is the group's magical researcher. He has a degree in the occult and he is the resident nerd. I love that for him. His personality, I wanted him to be this anxious, nervous kind of guy. It's one of the main reasons why he's so unsure of himself and the skills he's developed. That is his arc. He overcomes this in the story. He meets Divina when they're both freshmen in college and they found out they had a lot in common in their interest in the occult, so they decided to hang out more. Kayden doesn't have a magical ability. Most of his protection is in spiritual objects, because most of the magical beings they face are now demons. Once they realize there are more things out there they have to fight, he'll definitely get an upgrade, but you'll have to wait to see that. For his design, he is the one I like the least. He looks so wonky and he'll definitely get a redesign. I decided to give him some locks that are half up, half down, and I like this hairstyle and his eyes the most out of like his whole design. For his first outfit, I wanted him to have this raw XD type feel, so I gave him some armbands and made them black and white, some flared jeans, and some sneakers. And for his second outfit, I gave him a bomber jacket with a crop tank top, some flared jeans, and some boots. And with that, I'm done with Kayden. Last but not least, the lying liar that lied, it's Divina. Divina is also 24 years old and has had her magical abilities since her senior year of high school. personality is someone who is a people's person. She can charm a lot of people with her personality, and she uses that to her advantage. She is someone who fakes it till she makes it. She likes having people rely on her because it makes her feel needed and wanted. Her lesson in the story is that she doesn't have to overcompensate for people to want around or to need her. When Divina starts Mimi's magic lessons, she pretends and lies her butt off. She doesn't know why they have their magical powers or what is after them specifically. She doesn't want to lose Mimi as a friend, and she already dragged Kayden into this mess. So she continues to lie. It has worked for her before. Maybe it'll work out this time too. Spoiler, it doesn't. When the group gets into their fight about Divina lying, Divina takes this time to reflect and look inwards. She learns that her insecurities made her a bad friend and she'll need to work on that if she wants to keep them. When the group comes together, they fight the villain at the end of the movie. The villain will know why and how the girls got their powers, which will lead up to the next group I'll talk about in another video. For Divina's design, I wanted her and Kayden to be around the same height and for them to be taller than Mimi. I gave her soft, tilted eyes to play to the elegant look I wanted for her. First, I was going to give her an old money look, but that didn't suit the character for me, so I went against it. I gave her a red fro with a beauty mark. For her first and second outfits, I copied from Pinterest hard. Once I saw the photo, I was like, this is Divina! The first outfit is a tank top with a flower on it and a string connected to it, with a long, tight-fitted maxi skirt with ruffles on the bottom with sandals. Her second outfit is a similar tank top with the skirt being short and having ruffles also. The outfit also has sandals, and I decided to give her like bracelets and anklets for her outfits because I feel like she's a little plain without it. Her magic, I wanted to be as bright as hers, so she has multiple colors, highlighting how open and bright she is with others, and that is all for Divina. I made some sketches of Divina and Alchemy using their magical abilities. I liked how it came out, and I wanted to show you guys how they would use their magic. The second sketch I made is of the whole group interacting. The first one is them doing research with Kayden, and the second one is them like walking and him talking to them. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun doing this. I love drawing people with powers. If you guys have superhero OCs, what are their powers and abilities? Also, what is your favorite superhero and tropes? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are thriving and doing well. Don't forget to drink water and eat. And that'll be all. Bye!